Rico got that fire.
It looks like DDG just threw that fish back in the water. Finesse 2 times, just got finessed. It's all going down here this week. Tales from the crib. You know we got the gossip. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. While you at it, hit that like button. Matter of fact, hit that notification bell. Cause Brandi and his daddy just hit the court and we got the details. But it's your boy, Jesse J, Philip Spring 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande Chico 2 times. It is October. I am ready. I'm feeling the Halloween spirit. We got the pumpkin in the background. What's up, co-host?
Man, it's getting spooky out here, man. It's almost Halloween time, man. It's our time to shine. But hey, guess what episode this is? Episode 176. Man, coming at you strong. 176 weeks of gossip, talking trash, giving y'all the facts. We ain't like every other place that gives you 16 seconds of nonsense and go to the next topic.
We're not giving you ads.
Exactly. We giving you all the facts, all the gossip, all the news,
What's the greens
details.
that everyone's trying to sell? Athletic greens.
Athletic
You've
greens.
seen those commercials?
The Keisha Cole.
Everyone that does YouTube is selling something, but not us. We're
I
keeping it
know.
authentic. We're keeping it to the streets. It's episode 176.
Exactly, man. Hopefully, we know this week. It's gonna get a little juicy, man. We got some good news for you. We got some bad news for you. We're hitting them with it first. The good news or the bad news?
Bad news.
Oh man, what we got, co-host?
DDG announces that him and Halle Bailey have broken up in shocking news. He doesn't want her horde of fans attacking him if they see him hanging out with a new woman, taking a picture with the woman, or not being around his woman because she is, in fact, no longer his woman.
Oh man, it looks like here as soon as I guess DDG and Halle been dating for a while. It states here that they've been dating since they started dating around January 2022. They went to an Usher concert, so it's crazy how it started.
Is the Usher curse real?
I mean,
this is the second marriage that he's broken up.
I mean, hey man, listen here. You don't trust them R&B singers, man. You can't trust them at all.
What's the girl's name?
Which one?
That we covered that.
Keke Palmer?
Keke Palmer, man. He read Keke Palmer's whole life.
Exactly.
But he made a music video, and she was like, I like my life wrecked.
That was crazy. She made that music video with him.
She's toxic.
Exactly. I mean, we don't know who's toxic, DDG or Halle Bailey, but DDG went to the internet to, basically let guys know exactly what happened. So what did he say?
After much reflection and heartfelt conversations, Halle and I have decided to go our separate ways. This decision was not easy, but we believe it's the best path forward for both of us. I cherish the time we spent together and the love we've shared. Despite the changes in our relationship, our love for each other remains deep and true. We are still best friends and adore each other. As we focus on our individual journeys and our roles as co-parents, we cherish the bond we've built and the beautiful moments we've shared. As we navigate this transition, we ask for your understanding and support. Thank you for your love and encouragement. DDG Heart.
Now, as soon as this message dropped, the internet went crazy. Bless you. The internet went crazy, man. We're going to play you a video of everybody that was talking about this, and we're going to let you know the juicy details of why he did this.
Oh, prepare your ears.
Real, bro.
Prepare your ears.
No. What?
Oh,
man.
Bro, DDG and Halle just broke up? On my soul, where was I at? I ain't never seen them have no relationship problems on social media. Y'all did a good job behind it. But hey, I'm not gonna lie. You might as well should have just let Usher feed her that cherry. You talk about if you was just gonna break up with her, or did she break up with you? I don't know. Don't really matter. But at the end of the day, why did y'all break up? I really want to know. I'm concerned because y'all looked cute. That's why I keep telling people looks are deceiving. You can't judge. Like, that's what I'll be trying to tell people. Talking about something they separating to focus on your careers. Bro, why did y'all just have a baby and then we love y'all together, bro. Like, we ship y'all together. Why would y'all break up right after y'all had a baby? Like, that don't make sense.
He's a relationship
I think you want to fall in the...
No.
I think you're trying to be like Dub. He get a new girlfriend after he already had a kid. Oh, my God.
She just ate the cherry.
I seen so many people say, yo, he's pranking. He's trying to do this for views. Y'all want me to tell y'all the real behind this, man. And I did speak to DDG, but I knew Moses. I went to him with information. because I knew a couple things. But I ain't say it because DDG my mans. But I did confirm with him yesterday. It is, in fact, over between DDG and Halle Bailey. There is no prank. And I was saddened watching this on the Shade Room because there were so many people. They were like, yo, he's a clout chaser. Why did he have to announce it? I felt bad for DDG this entire relationship. And I'm going to tell you why. He met a woman, loved her, she loved him, decided to settle down. The entire relationship, he was getting bullied and harassed by other women. You ain't good enough for our queen. You ain't shit. You don't deserve her. You goofy. You probably cheating. I linked up and I met DDG. Was in Miami. Man, DDG wouldn't even take a picture with a girl. I almost called him pussy. Why? This guy in love. I get it. All good. This is one of them times that a relationship has not helped him. Ari and Moneybag Yo has helped Moneybag Yo. Most relationship helped the nigga. This relationship has only got people to talk shit about DDG. DDG did not benefit from this. And yesterday, when he decided to post this breakup letter, if you want to call it, I understood it. Because what y'all haven't known is that they've been separated for a while. This is facts. I'm telling you this is fact. They've been separated for a while. You just didn't know. A lot of people on Shade Room didn't know. They're usually pretty quiet. They keep their business to themselves. I don't know if she's fucking with other people. But she's living her life. She's around. She's having fun. Hanging around celebrities. There's videos and pictures to proof. I won't even pull it up. Because they on DDG's ass, that nigga can't do a motherfucking thing because the whole perception of the whole internet is that they're still together. So you know why DDG has to post this shit? To let everybody know, if eventually you see me take a picture with another woman, even if I have no interest in her, I'm not cheating on this woman that y'all love so much.
And if I can tell myself something at age 22, I would tell myself not to get in a relationship because it's damn near like having a part-time job, bro. Yeah. You really have to apply a lot of time and effort. Like, you might be doing videos all day and your girl get an attitude when you're doing your last video, like, nigga, when you gonna take me out to eat? Yeah. When you gonna take me to the movies? When we gonna go on a date? And then it causes relationship problems in your real life that can affect your content. You might get mad in an argument. You might not want to film the next day. You might not want to stream the next day. You might not want to go to the studio the next day. Whatever, like. Yeah. So I would tell myself, if I was 22, I would say, bro, just grind it out. Let a relationship happen. Yeah. But only happen when you feel comfortable in yourself as a man. Like, I feel like you shouldn't get in a relationship until you feel like a nigga can't DM your girl and take your girl. Like, if you feel like it's a nigga out there that's more lit than you, more like stable than you, that can take your girl, then you ain't working hard enough. Yeah.
And then he went on Instagram to post this. He said on his basically
he says,
close friends.
I'm a grown man. I can make my own decisions. We chose to split because of personal reason. It's not a skit. I'm not hurt, and I'm not missing out on anything. And her her game is trash. Let's just say that. And as long as I have my son, I'm good.
So allegedly, DDG stating that this is all fake. This post right here, he didn't post it on his close friends. Somebody else did.
Man, snitching. How do the close friends we get
screenshots? What's the point of close friends if they're gonna just expose it? Exactly. But I mean, this relationship has always been having its problems. Even back when they first dated, Halle stated that when she was on the cover of Ella on the magazine, they asked her about her relationship, and she stated there that everybody always felt entitled to her life and her relationship because they seen her grow up. So since they seen her grow up,
she has like a whole fandom. Like,
she has a whole fandom, and they're just really trying to protect her. And I don't blame her because I mean, DDG don't got the cleanest whistle in
His whistle been around.
Exactly. Everybody blowing on that whistle. Streets. I've been doing my research. Even my co-host showed me a 15-minute video of Ruby Rose.
No, don't even try to flip this on me. My co-host was like, "Oh, I got to show you this video. It's for information on this topic," and it was just Ruby Rose pictures and background music. I was like, "How does this help me know about DDG's past?" It was just a montage of Ruby Rose in different poses.
Nah, my co-host
disgraceful.
My co-host is lying. So if you didn't know,
DDG he's just been in the streets.
Exactly. I mean, if you didn't know DDG's past, man, he's been in the streets for a while. He's been doing YouTube. He started off doing YouTube videos, and that's how he was getting his bread and butter. Doing a lot of videos, doing a lot of vlogs with his family, like Dub and Wop, Little Wop, the little kid. Doing a lot of videos with those, or like he go on dates and do those videos, do a lot of first date videos, and that's how he met Ruby Rose. He dated her for a little bit, but then they had the little situation with little TJ, with TJ, was messing with her too.
What's up with DDG and these toxic women?
I don't know. Then he had that
looking like my co-host.
Horrible. Then he had that Kennedy girl I showed you, the Kennedy girl that was the makeup. She did the makeup video. She had like 1.8 million subscribers on YouTube.
He was doing a lot of collaborating with her, if you know what I'm saying.
Exactly. So he was doing all that. So I mean, and he spoke about it back then. Like I showed you the video in Cigar Talk 2-3 years ago where he said relationships don't work out because one day you be out, you take a picture with somebody there, and they'll be in your girl DM saying, "Oh, we just seen DDG take a picture with this girl," or DDG just liked this video on this person's page, and he didn't like
fans.
that.
I mean, I think anyone that's famous or has a following, they're out in public and someone asks for a picture. I mean, as long as they're not being crazy or respectful, you're probably going to give them a picture.
True.
And you're going to have boy and girl fans. So, like, what's the problems?
I mean, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you would expect people to think, like, okay, well, I go with a celebrity, so of course they're going to have fans, and fans go with their pictures.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't be taking Chris Brown-esque pictures, man. You don't got to pick the girl up. She ain't paying him $1,000.
What does she do? Can I do it then?
If she pays him $1,000, yeah, she probably would.
So if your girl was like,
no, girls be hating.
No, I mean, if your girlfriend came and you said, "Oh yeah, Coles, oh yeah, you know, this person came up to me and he said he saw me in a TikTok video. You know, I'm TikTok famous, and he wanted a picture. He gave me $500. Would you let take a picture?
Probably.
What if he wanted to pick her up and hold her in arms?
No, that's too much. You're doing too much.
2,000?
Anybody can take a picture. Taking a picture not bad, but when you start trying to be inappropriate across the line, you got to know. Especially if one or the other party's in a relationship, you got to know. Like, I can't pick you up, I can't hold you. Like, no, just stand next to me, do the peace sign, click.
But it does get annoying that when you like a picture, that the fans be like, "Oh yeah, I just seen your dude like this picture." And I also seen today makes 5 years that that Instagram took off the who's liking what thing feature on their page. You remember back in the day when we used to like pictures, if you went to people's page, you could see all the stuff they like.
In the notification, yeah, that, and also if you go to the notifications, it would be like, "Oh, you might like this post. So and so liked this post recently," and you would get like random ones.
Instagram took that away because
dudes would get caught up all the time.
It's causing too many problems. I mean, like, what you mean I can't like different pictures? It's, and girls used to get mad like,
you know what you're doing. You're doing too much.
I mean, girls used to be like, they used to get mad. Like, they used to see like this skinny petite little girl, and they go through they do an Instagram page, and all they see them like in this BBL bitches. Hey, I'm 12 minutes in.
It's all right. You said itches.
Exactly.
He had some itches.
But the question, do you think it's hard to juggle when you're doing this social media stuff? Is it hard to juggle relationship and that at the same time?
I just say anyone that's trying to be young and successful. I think if you're someone, honestly, that could speak for making similar mistakes when you're young and successful, having a significant other, like DDG said, not to be disrespectful, but it is like having a part-time job, because if you're not putting in, energy into the relationship, they're going to be like, "Oh, you're never around, you're not putting energy." So you got to put that time and effort in if you're going to make things work. And if you're putting time, effort, and money, you're losing resources. You're losing time where you could be doing other things, and and also the random stuff. Anything could happen with random encounters and who you meet. But it's definitely true. I feel like it really limits you if you're in your late teens and early 20s and you're in a lockdown relationship, or you in a relationship where you live someone or already married, because you might need to put focus on your work, and then once you're kind of set up, you can focus on that other stuff. I think some people miss out on stuff because all they have time for is working and their significant other and really nothing else.
True. But
especially at a young age. I mean, what are you doing?
True.
Most of those relationships don't work out anyway.
Exactly. That's what I always say. When you younger, like when the people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm 20 years old. I got my boyfriend here. We finna be together forever." I'm like, I mean, I guess.
It does happen. Like, people do marry their like high school or their like college boyfriend or girlfriend, but it's just the percentage rates is not that good for successful ones. It usually doesn't work out that way.
I mean, they do always say like,
and man, women is expensive.
Facts. That's what they say.
And the thing is it's like, oh, I hate when people say is like, oh, you're broke if you say women are expensive. No, I've had more money than I've known what to do with, and still women is expensive.
Facts. I mean, because they up it. I mean, because and that's what girls you always be like, oh,
no matter how much money you're making, the woman is gonna want to live a lifestyle that's according to the money you're making. So it doesn't matter if you make decent, great or phenomenal money, you're kind of still losing out on the same chunk, which is unfortunate. That's why I say, you know, unless you know for sure, and like you said, like, you know, you got someone on lock that like you can depend like your life on, like, you know, and you can maybe, you know, do that. But a lot of people, it's just, I would just suggest otherwise at the young age. You need to focus on yourself and your own aspirations.
Facts. See, that's what I told you, Coach. That's what you got to spoon feed them. Your first date got to be the Wendy's 4 for 4. And then you got to slowly work your way up to, you know, Red Lobster. And then when you finally get to Red Lobster, which is going to be like, you know, 2 years in a relationship, then that's when, you know, you finally show them Roof Chris, because you don't want to show them Roof Chris too early. You show them Roof Chris on the first date.
And then they're like, oh, what do you want for lunch?
Sephora.
And they're like, Ruth Chris.
Exactly.
And it's like, Ruth Chris is not a lunch type thing. We are YouTubers that are on the newer side. You know, what are you expecting here? No,
they said it's not a real restaurant unless the sides come on unless they charge you extra for the sides.
Oh my god!
You know the restaurants
no,
are like,
yeah, everything's a la carte.
Yeah.
If everything's a la carte, you're at the wrong spot.
That's when you know. No. You know you at an expensive restaurant when they don't even put pennies on the other at the end of the thing. You just say $28, or it say MK market price. If it says MK, you're in the wrong place.
You might as well leave. You might as well report credit card fraud right then. Yes, I'd like to report my card stolen.
Because you don't know, they may charge you $40 for the fish, and they may charge you $150 for the fish. Depending what season it is.
You have no business to go in there.
Oh my God. I told you, I don't even want to talk about that, but man, we're gonna pray for DDG, man.
I mean, I think I'm joking, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it's just like this era. Think about DDG. Think about how much money DDG makes. It doesn't matter if you have a corporate job, a regular job, a social media job, a dentist, whatever you want. Like, these things happen to you. Like, DDG is dating a girl that was like a child star to a current movie star, and you think that him getting her gifts and making her birthday or her Valentine's Day special, how much you think he's spending?
He's spending a lot. I mean,
you know, a regular dude might spend, you know, anywhere from like, you know, $300, $500, $1,000 to a couple thousand. DDG's probably spending, you know, like $15,000, $20,000 on a birthday or Valentine's Day or more. I mean, when you're a celebrity, that's what's expected of you. It's like, no matter how much you make, it's what's expected of you.
True. That's what you always gotta stay working, so you ain't gonna have time to do all the family stuff or be around your kid and all that. I know a couple of people that feel like they husband shouldn't miss.
I'm getting tired of putting in hours. I'm looking in, where is the sacrifice list? And then you and Seth are gonna play Rochambeau, and which one ever you get sacrificed, me and the other one are going to the top.
Oh,
no,
boy.
I'm just kidding.
You trying to get Illuminati?
I'm just kidding.
You trying to get that Joe Rogan
taking
money?
the easy way out. No, I'm kidding.
Man,
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Never sacrifice your cohorts.
But speaking of sacrifice, comment down below how you feel about this whole situation. Do you feel like they just doing this for views? And that
I mean, it could be a viewed thing. It could be like one. Maybe Little Mermaid and her career isn't where it is, so she likes being on the news. She likes being on ET and TMZ. Maybe DDG feels like he's fell off. Maybe he's releasing some new music or getting back to making video content soon.
True.
So they might be using it as promotion. You really never know today and age with the social media age how a lot of the things you see are fake and they're a lot different behind the scenes. I mean, Jake Paul, who's a social media, stardom, he even showed that some of his skits are fake. Like in one video, he showed that he ate cereal out of the Dior Jordan 1s, but when you saw the video, they basically cut the top of the cup so you couldn't see it and had the cup in the shoe. So the shoe was fine. He didn't do any damage to the shoe. The cup was inside the shoe to catch the milk of cereal. So, but if you're just watching it because he's holding it, like pour the milk and then, he, it looks like, what are you doing eating cereal out of a few $1,000 shoe? It's all fake.
Yeah, a lot of social media be fake. That's crazy. Yeah, you got to be careful what you're watching and what you listen to. Because I know,
like just even my co-host.
What?
He's fake.
What?
He's AI. He's not even real.
Oh.
That'd be crazy if people found out like half of the YouTubers weren't even real. They were just like, AI is actually a lot better than you think.
Lizard people?
Hold on.
People.
No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to press that button.
Oh my god!
But speaking of unimaginable, unfathomable things, we got to talk about my co-host's favorite childhood artist, Garth Brooks, is speaking out after allegations of assault and other things, other unmentionables, all alleged, are coming out against him. But it looked like Garth Brooks struck first.
Exactly.
When he filed the lawsuit before the woman filed a lawsuit as him, so he knew what was going on. There's a lot of mixed opinions about this, about what is what. Is this a money grab? Is this real? Is he a bad man? What's going on? We're going to see. We got a video clip.
Exactly. We got a video clip right here. We're going to play the video clip. Then we're going to come back and let you know some more details about this whole situation.
But you know what we didn't do before the video clip? We didn't hit the like button.
Exactly.
Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button. Let's see what Mr. Stephanopoulos got to say.
To the index of other news, Garth Brooks is facing a new lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault and misconduct. A hair and makeup artist claims he assaulted her multiple times while working for him in 2019. He has previously denied all allegations.
Exactly. Once named the greatest male solo artist in history of the Billboard Top 200 charts. Also, did you also know that he sold over 162 million domestic units sold? He passed. Only person beating him right now is Elvis. I mean, not Elvis, it's the Beatles. He passed Elvis. Only person beating him right now is the Beatles. I didn't even know he was that legendary.
He's like, honestly, to be honest, like I really am not a fan of country.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where, like, if your parents are a super fan of something, usually as a kid, you hate whatever your parents like, unless like it's something that you like. But they played country so much, I was not into country music at all. But I never minded the Garth Brooks songs. I thought his songs were good, especially the stuff that he did in like the 90s and the 2000s. He was one of the only artists that I saw that my mom would get like his like concert albums. You know, it'd be like on VHS or maybe DVD. It was around that time period where we were going from VHS to DVD.
Yeah, it was.
But she would have his like concerts where he was like at a huge venue and they recorded it.
Exactly. Well, if you didn't know, he's now, like the video just said, he's being charged civil suit charge, not charged by the police, civil suit charge for SA charges. It's looking like here, man. It's looking real fishy out here. A lot of people saying that it's looking like it's an affair gone wrong. Some people saying it's a stick up. But I mean, if you didn't know, this lady that allegedly said that Garth Brooks did this has been with Garth Brooks and his family for a long time. She used to work with his wife back in 1999. Then she started working with Garth Brooks back in 2017. She said she started working with him then, and that's when it all happened. When Garth Brooks found out that she had money issues, Garth Brooks struck like a cat in the night. Like a cat in the night.
Something like she was having money issues. She had worked for him forever.
Mm-hmm.
She was like what his hairstylist, barber.
A hairstylist and makeup artist.
Makeup artist. That's crazy as a man to have a makeup artist.
I mean, you know.
With camera, like you got to do stuff to look a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And she worked for him for many years, and she needed the money, and so apparently he made these advances, and she didn't really like turn him down because she needed the money. Where she would turn him down sometimes, but not other times.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. It was.
Yeah, and they would like text, and sometimes the text would be
flirty, sexting.
And it's like, well, it kind of sounds like everything going on that you were kind of like a side chick. And it's like, to me, I don't know, just based on the alleged evidence or allegedly what's going on, it seems like that they kind of had a side chick type relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, like maybe he was like, oh, I'm going to leave my wife, but never does type of things. And so, like, maybe she got ticked off at him. And she really doesn't hate him enough to try to get him arrested. But she's like, I'm going to get compensated. I'm going to get something out of this. You're either going to pay me to shut up, or I'm going to make you look really bad and maybe make you get canceled. So that's what I'm getting from it. I could be proven completely wrong when evidence comes out, and we will cover the updates. But just at a first glance, first reports, what I'm initially seeing, that's just what I'm kind of looking at.
Okay. I see. I understand how you get in that, but the way she's painting it, the way that her lawyer's painting it, it's just nasty work. She has the same lawyer that the Cassie had, the one that stuck up Diddy for allegedly $30 million. So I mean, this is getting nasty. They using a lot of adjectives in it, saying that it was times where she had to go to Garth Brooks' house and he came out the shower fully erect, and she was like, "Hey yo," and he was just saying a lot of crazy things to her, and she was like, "Well, he asked me for some favors, and he said if I do these favors, he'll give me some money, but I didn't do the favors, but he did give me the money, and I didn't leave." And I'm like, so what you do?
I don't know. It seems weird, like especially you always want to believe anyone that comes forward.
In fact, you always believe the victims.
And do an investigation to get to the truth. But it's just this kind of reminds me, unfortunately, of like what you saw in the Cosby case. It's like, if you were someone that felt like that you got allegedly drugged and taken advantage of, and you report it, but it was like you said this happened like 17 times.
Exactly, it's me too again.
And then it's like, well, why did you keep going back? Well, because he could famous, and if I was seen with him, it could help my career. And then it's like, but you knew you were getting drugged, and they're like, yeah, but I cared more about my career. So if you're making that decision, like to keep going back at a certain point, do you got to take responsibility? It just seems weird.
No, it's Stockholm syndrome. You're scared, and think about it. If she let.
They're just saying. I mean, I hate. Do you think they're really playing like the card where they're like, oh, I was in
50-50.
so I just went along with everything?
It's 50-50 because I mean at the same time you could leave and then Garth Brooks can like make sure like everybody you work with you just never work in the industry again. And I mean when you exactly you're doing hair and makeup, I mean it's a lot of avenues you can go, but a lot of people dream of just working with the stars. Once you work with the stars, you're taxing them like $2,000-$3,000 for some basic stuff. Oh, that's what the rappers be like. Oh, my haircuts. Oh, I get $200 haircuts. Like, why you?
Oh yeah, when they get famous, they have a barber that's like, oh, it's an $800 haircut, and it's like, man, he's taxing you for who you are.
Exactly, that's how it is. So when that's what you dream to make it as a makeup artist, so you don't want to lose that connect. So I mean, she has a lot of evidence. She has like phone calls, audio recordings of Garth Brooks talking about times where he basically fantasized about her. She also has basically a phone call where they're talking about how she was mad that Garth Brooks told his wife that that such and such saw my happy area, and she didn't disapprove. But it does sound crazy how you've been working with. It does sound crazy how you've been working with him 2017 and then 2019 came, and then you seen him messages saying I'm going to sue you if you don't give me over $1 million and give me an employee salary and give me like health insurance.
Yeah,
like what kind of stick up is that?
Because I know isn't blackmailing illegal?
I would think.
Like if you got someone you can't use that for like monetary or something gain. I don't know, man. It gets weird because also every state has different laws. So it's like even though he may be on tour all the time, or maybe not anymore, every once in a while it's like are they filing it in the state where stuff happened or where he lives? I don't know what state he lives in. Do you?
Nashville.
Tennessee?
Yeah, Nashville, Tennessee, and he said the incident happened, and the incident that she's alleged that happened in 2019 was in California when she went to, I think it was going to the Grammy Awards or one of the award shows that they were going to, and it happened that night. And she said it was so weird because usually when they fly out and they go places, Garth travels with a bunch of people, but this time it was one-on-one, and then he said for some strange reason he only booked one bedroom, so. So I mean, it's just crazy situation how she's paying this. If this isn't a affair gone wrong, this just goes to show you why you should just be faithful.
I don't know. It's like I always like.
You don't know about being faithful?
No. I'm talking about. I'll have a question to ask, like to people that watch the show TFTC clips. If you're watching this on the main channel, Crib. If you're watching this on TFTC clips, go to Tales from the Crib to get the video first and get it in 1080p, and then we always clip it out later. So make sure you're following Tales from the Crib to get the info first. But I want to ask, like, does like someone avoid accountability if the other party is like knows something wrong but goes against it? It's almost like if you know a crime is being committed and you don't report it, you're like an accessory to a crime. Because it's like a crime is happening and she's not reporting it because she's getting paid.
I can see that.
If you're like cool enough with it on that level, it's like you're almost like condoning it. But I don't know how that rules. Like, should you place blame on the person, or should you give them slack because they're like, I just needed the money and I didn't see a way out? Is that like a good enough excuse? Is basically what I'm asking. Is them saying they just needed the money, so they didn't say anything or they went along with it? Is that a good enough excuse to where now they should be rewarded?
True. I mean,
That's basically what it is.
It is. That is basically what it is. But I mean, let me see.
Comment down below what you think. I want to see what y'all have to say, either on TFTC clips or Tales from the Crib. Comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts on this topic. Excuse me. I love Garth Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if true information comes out that he's bad, then we'll definitely condone him for that.
It's just a shame we're losing that. We're losing everybody. You got Bill Cosby. You got Diddy. You got this Garth Brooks. You got Louis C.K.
Oh, and also supposedly Diddy update on the Diddy situation. They said some celebrities are being given the opportunity to basically pay out, so their name doesn't be mentioned in part of the case. That they could pay out the person that
Is that what you said? I thought there was other way. I thought they were paying victims not to say anything. So are they paying victims not to say anything? So like celebrities are randomly finding victims and paying them off not to say anything, or is it the other way around? Or the fans are paying,
the celebrities,
or the celebrities
paying people off, so that way they aren't a part of the Diddy case.
Just getting rich. I mean, it's crazy when you're a celebrity, you got a lot of power. I mean, you can do anything.
Get the, what's his name, Epstein list.
You will never get the Epstein list. You heard they said
Too many big time politicians and celebrities.
You heard
anyone that is close to giving names or anything ends up dead.
True. You heard what they said about the Diddy situation? How
It's for the election.
no, how horrible. I forgot how the Diddy situation. How his information won't be basically, they won't expel it all out. Like everybody that's been in the parties, they gonna basically seal it, so you won't know who was actually in the situation in the party.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's weird things going on, man. So double check anything you see. I would not trust anything on TV. I'd say definitely always do your
Facts.
research. Even on YouTube, there's people spilling lies. So you can always double check anything we're talking about. We always give you our opinion based on the information we have. So again, comment down below what you think is going on. But anything else on Mr. Brooks?
Man, Garth Brooks is innocent. They just want my man money. Like you said, man, he got friends in low places, and he gonna be looking for you. You know that song plays in a lot of weddings? I didn't even know that was Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Like,
the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes, baby.
oh Lord. Oh.
Speaking of thunder rolling.
Oh my God.
We got finesse 2 times getting finesse.
Uh-huh.
Finds out that his child ain't his child. His girl was cheating. He could have had his own episode of more.
Exactly. So
his mom exposes the test she took herself, claims he's not the father. So the mama's always looking out.
Exactly.
This ain't my son's baby. When I got my alleged grandbaby, I'm gonna take a hair sample and we're gonna do some tests.
exactly. We're gonna play this video right here, basically finesse 2 times talking about the situation, and then we gonna come in and give you the rest of the juicy details that happened.
Let's discuss. Let's talk about it, man. Let's put it together, man. Come on, man.
A lot of people just was like, it's not nobody's business, But to me, I honestly feel like it kind of is because, in the public, my baby was his baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on.
I was telling my mama that it was some kind of spiritual thing that I wasn't connecting with the baby. Like, I wasn't connecting with Shawty and I wasn't connecting with the baby. So, I got a spiritual thing going on with me. Like, I'm a firm believer in the universe. And so I told my mama that. So my mama was like, why don't you just go and do a test? I was like, I don't know, because I feel bad, because I feel like I'm the daddy. Like, I feel like I feel bad. Like, I want it to be mine. That'd be devastating. So she was like, well, Rick, you got to find out. So I'm like, all right, well, you do it. Because I did it for one of my other babies before. I did it for Vanessa, and it came back mine. So I'm like, Mom, you do it. I don't even want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm already transitioning into trying to be you know what I'm saying, a man coming from.
It was my birthday, and I wanted to go celebrate with my friends, but he's the type of person, he just wasn't feeling that. Like, he just didn't want me to go outside. So anyway, long story short, we broke up because of that. And I went on about my business. We was not together for a good, I want to say like a good 2 weeks or something like that before we got back together. But in that time, I was doing my own thing. I was single. You know, I was doing my own thing with an ex of mine. So that's why I say in the messages that they kept posting on all social medias, that's what I meant when I said I didn't know, because I didn't know. I know what I did with that person, and I knew that in my mind, I'm like, okay, so this my nigga baby. Like, this, you know, this Rick baby. I'm not down that in my mind, because I know what happened with, you know, the other person I was dealing with.
She go out and do these. When a woman cheat, it was some feelings involved. It's just dead on it. When a woman cheat, it was some shit involved. It been going on. Ain't no woman just letting the motherfucker fuck on. They had one night stands, but I done had my share and my experience with women. When a woman fuck with a
That one might be mine. That one right there. I'm not totally sure. Just because you name him Darren don't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what this baby's name is. This baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. That is a white child. That is Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus. That is a Slavic baby, a Viking from Iceland. That's a good... That baby got 730 as a credit rating right now as an infant.
That is crazy. Sorry if my mic was mixed up, but we should be good now. But, yeah, Finesse 2 times, man. What do you think about him going down this way?
Man, I just feel like this is just a sad situation. No man should ever go through this in life. The fact that you going out walking around thinking that this is your child, you taking pictures of it, you got a Burberry hat on, the baby got a Burberry a baby
bib or whatever. I don't
bib
know
on. Yes, you said it right.
Baby outfit.
Baby bib on. I mean, look, y'all loving this baby. You know, y'all talk about black man in the household. They always leaving people. They always leaving a girl making single homes and all that stuff. And look at this, man. She out here, she did him dirty. Even though she said, "Oh, I'm not perfect." People always say that when they get caught. I'm not perfect. God wasn't perfect. That God died on the cross. It don't matter. That's dead wrong. That's what they say.
So getting killed is equal to you cheating?
I mean, nobody's perfect. Not even God was perfect, because he died on the cross. That's what they say. I mean, I'm telling you what cheaters say when they cheat. They get caught.
Yeah, they say blasphemy. That's what they
exactly. Say. So if you didn't know, Finesse 2 times is a Memphis rapper that now lives in Houston. He is basically in a poly relationship. He has basically first it was 3 girls. Now it went down to 2 girls. It was the Nia Love girl, the one that just talked, and also the FNG Sugar. They both announced last year that they were pregnant at the same time, and then like the mom said, it seemed fishy. So October 1st, you know, she did the DNA test. She got the results. Finesse 2 times allegedly didn't want to do it because he did a DNA test for another one of his kids back in the day a while ago, and that didn't turn out in his favor. So you know, he just doesn't want to do it. So that's what the mom did it behind. That's what the mom did it.
Yeah, shout out to the mom.
I didn't even know moms can do that. I didn't know the mom can do it. So they can't get you. They get the mom. I didn't know that.
No, I mean, I don't think you can get in trouble. I mean, if
not get in trouble, like let's say like, oh, I want to do a DNA test on this, to find out who's his father,
I think it's just a matter of getting the samples to get tested. Mm-hmm. So if you just have hair from both the people you're trying to get DNA tested, that's really all you need. So, I mean, you know, it was her alleged grandchild, so she was probably around it, so it's nothing for her to get the child's hair. And probably since her son's around, nothing to get her son's hair. She could probably grab one of his hats or something.
This is why a DNA test...
Like she just send it off on her own. Now she's like, I got the proof that I was right, and here's the data.
See, this is why a DNA test should be mandatory at birth, because when things like this will never happen. Because as soon as you have, because you can't, I've learned throughout my whole life of living, if you a girl tell you she pregnant and you be like, oh, well, I want to get a DNA test, it never ends in it never goes right. What's gonna happen is she gonna get the DNA test and she'll be like, "Well, I'm gonna get it," and you're gonna end up on child support because now I feel embarrassed. And then she's gonna basically like guilt trip you and make you feel bad. Like
I don't understand why it's like you said, why it's not just common practice that it gets done
in the beginning
at the hospital. I mean, I don't think it's like. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. Let me know, but I don't think it's like a crazy expensive thing. I mean, compared to especially how much a childbirth costs.
True. Yeah, that's what I would say. But I mean,
make it a part of the bonus package.
True, but most people don't do it because they don't. The woman, she doesn't.
She feels like that's like talking trash.
That's
or
like
something.
You basically disrespecting her. You're saying like she was out here basically being a hoe. She out here messing around everybody while they was pregnant. But you see Cardi B saying she was pregnant and said like that. She said and did.
No, I just think people need to be held accountable. And if this is like, all right, we're gonna charge these two people, or list these two people as being the parents, we need to do something that like confirms that.
True. Do you know that?
Because like, who knows? Like, if it's not the dad, what it was the kid possibly stolen, and this is his new boyfriend, or is it like what's going on? Like did she run away?
Did you know that? Let's say like that the girl gives birth to a baby and you sign the birth certificate, but you not the dad. She can put you on child support because you
signed the birth certificate.
You signed the birth certificate. That's it's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game.
That's why it all comes down to what state you live in.
It all comes down to what state you live in. But I mean, right now, no matter where you go, it's never in favor of the guy. So that's why it's always best to just go ahead and, just do DNA test. Go do the DNA test because I'd rather do it than live with 18 years of guilt, being like, I don't know, is it so, is it not so? Then you end up like that Kanye West song, when 18 years and your 18th birthday, you find out the kid ain't even yours.
Yeah.
Then everybody got to go.
That's treacherous.
But nah, I mean, it's just a sad situation. I mean, this is why I say this poly stuff don't work out. Like, you just need to be with one person. Just be with one person. That way, you ain't got to worry about the other one stepping out. Because you see, as soon as, for some strange reason, people don't understand the rules of a break. When you're on a break, that means you don't do nothing. Because 9 times out of 10, you're finna go back out with your ex. You never really leave.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Unless
a break's a break.
Unless
no,
you toxicos. I always
it's like Ross said, we were on a break. She never lets me let it down.
Oh, that happened to Ross in the France, and also happened to Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. He had a break baby.
Oh, he got his punishment.
True that. We ain't gonna say about that. But comment down below how you feel about this finesse 2 times. Do you feel like this?
He got finesse, but not twice. That's why he's finessed 2 times. Finesse me once, never again.
Disrespectful. But moving on, man. Speaking of finesse, man, the finesse guy here, man.
Rasheed Rice's mother caught on camera stealing neighbor's Amazon package. He's been in trouble lately on Kansas City? Isn't he currently in trouble? What did he do?
So basically, he's currently in trouble. He was basically caught a few months ago in a nasty car accident. I think it was like an 8-car accident. 4 people got hurt.
Oh yeah, and we had saw the video of him running away from the scene.
Yeah, he's acting like nothing. He's like acting like it wasn't him walking away.
Can't
but then he later turned himself in and cooperated and everything. But right now there is no court date set or no plea deal on the table yet about the situation, but 2 people are seeking civil suit of up to $10 million in the situation. But we're gonna talk about his mama. So we got a video of his mama basically doing, unthinkable.
Yeah, we got video of her here. You can see her kind of walking by, seeing the package, seeing what's going on, and then come back and slide her foot across. Oh, with her kid with her. She thought she was past the camera view. But it's a wide angle lens. A little shoddy.
Horrible. So it looks,
and she stole what?
So it looks like she stole 2 records from Urban Outfitters. So it looks like
that was expensive.
So basically what happened here is the neighbor ordered 2 albums from Urban Outfitters. She got it in the mail. She was waiting for the package. She looked outside. It wasn't there. She checked the Ring camera and she seen that it was Rasheed Rice's mom that stole a package. And you know how it was her? Because you see the jersey right here. It says Rasheed Rice's mom.
It says Mama Rice.
It says Mama Rice on the back of the jersey. So you can't deny it.
That is crazy. How are you committing crimes in clothes that literally have your name on it?
These people just keep doing it. The Young Dolph situation, a couple other situations. So the neighbor gladly goes to Rasheed Rice's mom and confronts him and says, "Hey, I seen that you took my package. I need the package back." The mom just basically flat out denies it, says it never happened. Even though the lady
I got
says,
you on camera.
she still denies it. So the lady had no choice but to go to the cops. So as soon as she goes to the cops, she lets them know the situation that happened. And also she gives the video to TMZ. TMZ releases the video.
Crazy, 'cause
now
you
you're
know she got
embarrassed.
paid off of it too.
Exactly.
You know TMZ is like, oh, we'll pay for that video.
Exactly. She's making way. No, she's gonna make way more than what she bought the album for. Cause
She's gonna be able to buy a lot of albums.
I mean, I'm pretty
I
sure
bet they gave her like 5 bands.
Exactly. I mean, the album couldn't be more than like $40 each.
Yeah,
even
she
though
probably
it was limited edition.
She probably paid like $80-$100 for shipping or something.
And now she already got like $200-$300 for this. More she
than probably. I'd say she got like 5 bands.
5 bands for this video.
Exclusive video. They're gonna make more video on this covering it.
True.
On that with their social media and they have a TV show. So they were talking about I didn't see today's episode, but I know that they have a pretty good show where they talk about current events on TV. I forget what channel it's on, but it's on like regular TV. But who has regular TV these days?
True, nobody has regular TV these days. But right now, Rasheed Rice is out on the season-ending injury. They're saying it's an ACL injury. He may need surgery.
Oh, was that the one that Mahomes
yes.
hit?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God,
that's when
it
Mahomes
just keeps on getting worse. It's the Swift curse.
The
Swifty curse.
Basically, I mean, yeah.
Travis Kelce's having his worst season as a Chief, or I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what they're still called, the Chiefs,
Kansas
right?
City Chiefs, yes.
But why'd they make Washington change?
They tried to make Kansas City Chiefs change, but they said no.
And I heard there's a petition that the Washington fans want Redskins back.
Yeah, there's a petition. Washington want the Redskin name back, and I think right now they're trying to work with the Commanders name.
I mean, I think a lot of as long as it's respectful and people don't mind, and maybe they could do something positive, turn a frown into a positive. By like they could give like proceeds
to the Indians.
Yeah, but it's to Native Americans, to different tribes, or I think they have a group that has a certain name. Forgive me, I don't know it. But there is but I mean like there's like some that helps fund.
Yeah.
It's because they do. They have like reservations and they have funding for the reservations, and so maybe they could help them with that.
I mean, sure, or they can make his mama do community services, and she likes to steal. Which is crazy.
That would be crazy.
It's crazy. Like, no matter how much money you make, some people still got the urge to steal.
I don't take offense to that, and I'm part Native American.
Horrible. But I mean,
can I say that if I'm like 1?
No, you can't.
16th.
You can't say that. Horrible. But I mean, it's hard about the situation right now. They haven't said that if the mom's gonna end up doing community service. They did release basically the mom's criminal history.
You can tell what vinyls look like in the mail.
It was just a box.
So like I can tell what vinyls look like because I buy vinyls, but you can tell what those look like in the mail if you've ever seen it. Like it's a vinyl shaped box. I mean, her to walk by and steal it. Like what else could it be?
It could be the plug. It could be that thing.
It's a rectangle box.
It could be some stuff in
that's like thin and white. Well, she think it was like a laptop.
It could be.
She probably thought it was a laptop.
A laptop, or it could be some pounds.
It needs some pounds.
You never know. It could be a pound in there, man.
It's a MacBook Air.
Horrible. It could be a MacBook Air, but I mean, this is embarrassing. I mean, I wonder what the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna do with the mom. Like, imagine it. Like, how is it gonna look now every time you go to a Kansas City Chiefs game? Thinking looking at you, not clutching their purses. Like, oh, she might steal. Now she's gonna be complaining like, "What? Everybody think I'm gonna steal." Now you all mad because you got caught stealing. It's just crazy. And then she want to play the victim and everything. You're like, no, you can't do that. And also they released her criminal past history that this isn't the first time that she got caught stealing.
Well, the worst part too is like it looks like a kid went by. I don't know if that was her own daughter or
probably
granddaughter,
her niece or nephew.
Niece, nephew, something.
Just horrible. Just starting bad. Looking at a kid gonna
bad
see
example.
This. Bad example.
They're gonna be like, when did we get a package? And she's like, shut up. You just shut up over there.
Horrible. But comment down below how you feel about the mom situation. Do you feel like the mom should have just gave the thing? I mean, she was caught red-handed. I don't know why she didn't tell her.
Her son is a millionaire.
Exactly.
What do you need a laptop, even if it was a laptop or a record for?
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you find out that snap Beyonce. What are you gonna listen to?
Oh my God.
But
It's Miley Cyrus.
Oh, even worse.
It's Wrecking Ball on vinyl.
I would have threw it like a wrecking ball.
But speaking of Wrecking Ball, we got a Wrecking Ball of sadness. Pete Rose has passed away, baseball legend at the young age of 83.
Exactly.
Do you hope you make it to 83, Coast? What age are you looking to hit? What's you're trying to be like a turtle?
Nah, I'm finna be good and healthy like Ric Flair.
Ric Flair's not making it to 100. How old is Ric Flair now?
He's like in his late 60s, 70s.
Look it up. S word.
I looked that up. But okay, while I'm looking that up, man, we go.
Oh, but Pete Rose, sorry. We're focusing on Pete Rose. He passed away at 83. Baseball legend. Mm-hmm. He did have some turbulence at the end of his career that y'all can look up. And unfortunately, it has kept him from the Hall of Fame of the bad stuff with, I think it was like betting and some other things going on. But yeah, a lot of people believe he's definitely a Hall of Fame talent. He broke all kinds of records.
Facts.
Doesn't he have the most hits?
Yes, he has the second most hits. He has he has the second most hits. He has a lot of records. I mean, he's a 17-time All-Star.
That's
he won
crazy.
3 World Series, 75, 76, and 80. He was an MVP of 70. He was the MVP of one of them, and also was the World Series MVP. He also held the record for the most games played, 3,562. Longest hitting streak, 44. And he played for 24 years, 18 with the Cincinnati Reds. And I mean, it's just
That's nice.
He had a nice long career. I mean, he was once named one of the most magnificent baseball players ever. We got a commercial here, and we also have A-Rod talking about how amazing Pete Rose was, even though he got caught for gambling and got banned from the Hall of Fame.
Pete Rose of the Philadelphia Phillies. That's right. And what kind of aftershave you using these days? I'm an Aqua Velva man, Joe. Oh, that's right. A man wants to smell like a man. Yeah, Aqua Velva's got a great clean fragrance. And it's cool and refreshing, too. And one more thing. What's that? There's something about an Aqua Velva.
Kevin, this is, Poppy texted me right away when the news hit last week. And this was very tough because Pete was very good to me. And I learned so much about Pete Rose. But you look at Steve Jobs, what he meant to computers is what Pete Rose meant to baseball. And I'm just talking about in between the lines. You had millions of kids trying to hit like him, slide like him, emulate. He was like the perfect baseball player. And not the most talent, but the biggest heart. And Poppy, I remember having many, many conversations, sometimes 90 minutes, about hitting a baseball, about approach, about not giving a bats away. And I'll never forget, he said, Alex, my favorite day in baseball is opening day and a doubleheader because I get to get 10 at-bats to do what I do.
In the Hall of Fame, if you want to tell the story of baseball, then do it that way. Because I know that there'll be a lot of people, old school, say, well, he stained the game, embarrassed the game. He never really apologized until he was writing a book. I mean, there's so many angles to this. I did wonder about this, too. Let's say Pete didn't manage until the 6th year he got out of baseball. He retires, 5-year window. He goes into the Hall of Fame first ballot. The Reds bring him back, and they want him to manage. Would baseball take him out of the Hall of Fame? And understand this, the Hall of Fame is different, separate from Major League Baseball. Now, do they fall in line with Major League Baseball? They do. But they do it by choice. If the Hall of Fame said, we want Pete on the ballot, he could be on the ballot. I never got cheated, ever, when I went to see Pete Rose play. And he won more games than anybody. We know all of the stats. Now it would be hypocritical if you put him into the Hall of Fame. Because why are you putting him in now? Unless you're saying, we punished him, now for his family's sake or baseball's sake, we're going to put him in the Hall of Fame. But great memories. Big Red Machine, best hitting lineup, certainly in National League history.
Exactly. I mean, he even though he died, they said that he died from hypertension. That he had basically a heart problem. Even some of his old basically baseball teammates said that when they met him, the last time they met him, which was recently, that he wasn't in the best of shapes. He later passed away basically in his home, And I mean, he basically besides the fact that he got arrested and also he got banned from the Hall of Fame, he did end up on the Team Hall of Fame. So I mean, that does count for something. And he ended up with a statue in front of the Cincinnati Reds Stadium, which is also great because you're not a bum if you get a statue. You got to be one of the greatest.
If you get a statue in anything, you did something great. You know, like they have statue for the people at the Alamo. They have statue for all kinds of great feats. So if you get a statue, you did something with your life.
Exactly, but I mean, this is like they said in the video, he got caught for gambling. He lied about it, and then later on in 2004, he came out with a book where he eventually told the truth. Where he said, "Yeah, I did gamble, but every time I gambled on my games, I always said we always won. I never betted on the games we lost." And I mean, he wasn't gambling for his whole career because he did play 24 years. He gambled for 85, 86, and 87. Those are the years that he basically was caught gambling, and they caught his information by basically going through his phone records and everything, and seeing that he was talking to bookies and friends. And I mean, it's just sad how even back then, baseball doesn't like gambling. NBA players, because remember Michael Porter Jr.'s brother from the Toronto Raptors, he got caught for gambling, and he's basically banned for life.
You can't be tarnishing the game, but because he was actually doing stuff. It's like one thing, you're like, oh, I'm so confident on my team, I'm gonna bet on us to win, and then you either perform or you don't, and you almost get like double punished. You lose and you lose your money. But to say that you're like gonna lose and like throw the game so you lose, you can't have that. You should be banned. But it's a shame because unfortunately a lot of people think that betting, especially now that it's legal in most places in the States on things as easy as apps, that it's really messing up the game because there's so many games now in football, in baseball, and basketball that are coming down to a couple calls in the game. And a lot of people, it looks like that think that this is maybe influenced by the betting. Because it'll be super crazy. A team they'll have a chance to score to really like go up on a game, and they would beat the spread, but they decide just to run out the clock, and now they don't beat the spread, and all these people that bet lose their money. Yeah. So it's just a lot of weird coincidences that sometimes don't make sense, but that's just how it goes. But R.I.P. Pete Rose, he was a legend in the sport, and that's all that.
I mean, and in baseball, it's been going through a lot of.
I'm not a baseball fan.
Baseball, but the eras I'm going to talk about. Like baseball has been through a lot of bad eras. Like this happened, this situation happened back in like the 1919 World Series when the Reds played the Cincinnati Reds. When the Reds played the White Sox, that's what happened. That's what they threw the game. So I mean, the baseball had the whole. Basically gambling era. Then they had the whole steroid era with Barry Bonds and the Cream with A-Rob and Mike McGuire. I remember they banned Barry Bonds, but I'm not sure they let him back. Eventually let him back in the Hall of Fame after trying like 20 times.
I don't know about either one of them. I'm not a super baseball fan. If you are, put it down in the comment section down below. Did they make the Hall of Fame?
But I do know. I mean, everybody knows about Pete Rose because he always made it the big news. There's always the big news on ESPN. Like, oh, is this the year Pete Rose is gonna be letting Baseball Hall of Fame? And they're like, no.
I remember his face because on MTV, I think it was back in the day, they had I Love like the 80s and 90s and stuff like that, and they would show like old commercials or be like, so and so was winning the World Series, and kind of go through the sports as well as all the other stuff that was happening throughout the years. And I think they used to show some of his old commercials, but yeah, because he's before our time.
That's just crazy.
I don't know. You're from the 80s.
Well, I just remember. Was it Mark McGuire that wrote the book about the steroids, and then everybody getting in trouble? I think ended up coming out because of a book.
I have no idea.
It was just crazy. Like baseball is crazy. I mean, like in the way the baseball works right now, it's crazy how like nobody watches it, but yeah, every time you turn around, they get like $500 million contracts. Like remember
I don't understand. I guess like all their money is advertising. I guess they get enough views
and they circulate their money
on TV or their league pass or whatever because. When you look at a lot of games in the regular season, especially like half of their games are like during the day, like they're playing like the stadium's like half empty,
But I mean, some teams
you only see them like full during the playoffs, or if
games.
they're in a run, or like it's you have a superstar like what is that, Ohtani?
Yeah, Dodgers games. Dodgers games are always packed. Knicks, Yankee games. Like it's like certain teams. Like because I
Red Sox. Yeah.
I watched it. They do a whole pool. Like I guess like they do a pool share. Like they all share revenue.
Oh yeah.
So they all share revenue, and like the Yankees always put in a lot of money. It's like a lot of teams that always put in. It's like the music business.
I think they share revenue, but I don't think baseball has like a salary cap. Because I think there's teams like the Yankees will have like a team salary of like $400 million.
Because they make so much money.
And then like the Oakland A's, like their total team salary will be like $5 million.
Because they make the most money in Oakland. This is like how much revenue you bring in. So you get more money, so you do get more leeway with other stuff. But I mean, that's once again, R.I.P. Pete Rose.
R.I.P. Pete.
Comment down below your favorite MLB team, man. You already know, man. I'm a Florida Marlins fan. I've been to Florida Marlins game a couple times. I'd like take me out to. You never been to a baseball game?
You like getting taken out to the ball?
I love baseball. I used to like baseball. I remember often
like peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
I hate peanuts and crackers. I love the Cracker Jacks, but I hate peanuts. But nah, man. Enough about that, man. It's time for couch announcement. What you gotta say?
Welcome to the halftime show of Tales from the Crib. We are checking out a lot of stuff this week, so make sure you're checking out our other channels. We got this channel, Tales from the Crib. We got TFTC clips, where we clip out everything so you can see it. In short form, I guess. And then we also got TFTC Gaming. I'm the only one putting out content.
That's a lot. I just dropped 2 episodes today.
Did you?
Yes.
Finally.
And I got 2 dropping. I'm trying to think. Should I drop them tomorrow or should I drop it on Wednesday?
Drop it all. Just drop it like it's hot.
No Garth Brooks.
You jumping on Garth Brooks. But I'm playing Star Wars games. My coach is playing wrestling.
I forgot how you talk about how Garth Brooks had a flipped up in suplex.
We couldn't talk about that. That has to be a Patreon clip episode. We have to start TFTC Clips Patreon.
Oh man, it was crazy.
We can do memberships on this channel. Let us know if you want us to do memberships, or we will do unfiltered, unhinged videos. So we will maybe curse like crazy or really call people out.
McCall said, "Yo, let the leash off on me."
That's crazy.
No Diddy.
That's a wild comment. Well, let's go ahead and check out our wild channel, Crib Reactions. We're almost at 12K subs. Get us to 12K subs over there. That is our money maker. So make sure you make that money fall by watching our videos on Crib Reactions. We check out music from all over the world: rock, rap, hip hop, K-pop, pop, bebop. We check it out. Check out some of our latest releases over there. You can see we're getting all kinds of views. But what else do you want to say at halftime?
I'm dropping more gaming videos. Best believe I'm getting back on it. We're getting on the groove, man. TFTC Sports is dropping on Wednesday, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. Y'all stand
see us with Seth.
Exactly.
Real good _Doty.
We're real good _Doty, man. Make sure y'all follow his Instagram, man. He doing a lot of inspirational stuff. He out here doing jujitsu, giving daily motivations. Man, thank y'all for watching. But hey,
we need to make him get back to making videos. He was doing good and he just fell off. Hey, go comment on Seth's last video. He fell off. We want more videos.
It's like DDG just said. DDG just said it.
When you get in a relationship, you stop focusing on an eye on the prize or situationship or whatever you want to call it.
Hey.
You start losing focus. And sometimes you need to focus.
But speaking of getting on focus and losing focus,
it's my co-host's favorite part of the week, college football.
Hey.
We didn't have anything for Colorado. They had a bye week, but we do got a big upset. We got Vanderbilt beating who? The Crimson Tide.
Exactly, man. The Commodores beat the Crimson Tide, man. It was a crazy game. Bama's ranked number 1 in college football.
Not anymore.
And not anymore. But it looks like here, man, let me tell you what's going on, man. Vanderbilt just snapped the longest losing streak in college football history. This has been going on since 1936, where they basically are 0-60 against any team that's in the top 5, which is crazy. I mean, they haven't beat Bama in 40 years, but it looks like here they was motivated enough, and they did what it did. They was motivated enough, and they used this Nick Saban clip right here to motivate them to basically win the game in stunning fashion. And it wasn't done there. They took the goalpost, man. They took the goalpost and dropped it in the river. I'm gonna play the video right here. We're gonna come back, let you know some more details about Alabama and NCAA and what's going on.
But the only place you play in the SEC that's not hard to play is Vanderbilt.
Look at this. Betty, we're hurt.
Diego, what were you saying to your team to finish this game?
Games like this change your life, you know what I mean? It's all about hype.
No way.
It's a party.
It's a party.
See, crazy night for Vanderbilt, especially for the university, man. The school was fined $100K just for basically them running on the field, taking the goalpost and throwing it in the river. They threw it in the crumbling river. I've never seen that happen in my life. I thought
that's pretty crazy.
I mean, normally I just see them just like they just rip the goalpost down and just pass it around in the stadium. But the fact that they took it this far, 3 miles away. And they took it 3 miles away and dropped it in the river was crazy. But Bama was favored 22.5 point favorite against Vanderbilt. It was no.
I want to know who made like a boatload of money.
It had to be one person. Just to bet.
Just bet the odds.
It should have been. I know I would have been that person. I would have bet the odds.
Comment down below what was like the big bet that you could make for this game, because sometimes they have those like preset bets you can bet one way or the other.
Yeah, they do They do have them preset bets, but I mean, the Commodores had a game plan to come in the game. The game plan was play keep away. It looks like here they kept the ball away from Bama at least for 42 minutes. They converted 12 out of 18 third downs. So by doing that, man, they wore the defense of Bama down. And watching the highlights, it looked like Bama could not stop the run game. So much so that it opened the pass game up. So every time they Vanderbilt did the play action where they faked like they was going to give it to the running back, but then they threw the ball deep, it worked every time. And it was just embarrassing because this thinking about Alabama, you think about Nick Saban, and Bama always destroyed, especially the small teams.
They hadn't beat them in what, like since like the
40
80s?
years, yeah,
40 years something.
Mm-hmm. They haven't beat them in 40. They haven't beat them in 40 years. I mean, and talking more about the game, man, it was all about the defense. The defense itself scored 13 points. I mean, getting pick, interception, 2 interceptions, and a fumble that set them up in the touchdown zone to basically score and put some points on the board. But I mean, this ain't looking good. I mean, Bama was ranked number 1. Now they ranked number 7 in the AP polls. Number 1 is Texas. 2 is Ohio State. Then you got Oregon, Penn State, Georgia. My team, Miami, Bama, Tennessee, and Ole Miss. I'm surprised Ole Miss is there. But I mean, right now, I mean, The next game that Bama's going to play is against the Gamecocks on the 12th of October. They're playing South Carolina the Gamecocks. Of course, they're going.
You just like saying their name.
Exactly. They're going. Of course, they're going to run over the Gamecocks. I do not see them
choked up on the Cats.
Horrible. I do not see them losing back-to-back games. I mean, they just smashed.
No, they actually offensively looked really good. Their defense was not there, but their offense made some spectacular plays. What's the name of their big receiver?
Is it Ryan Williams?
I'm not a college expert.
I think his last name is Williams. He's like 17. He's like Alabama has a 17-year-old kid.
He looks really tall, and he made some crazy catches where he like caught it and like got pushed forward and then like landed and took off. That was like one of the best catches I've seen. So, comment down. Like, do you think they'll be able to bounce back? A lot of great teams have gotten losses, so they still might be able to make the tournament.
I mean, remember it's different now. Remember back in the day when we used to watch teams, it's only like 2 to 4 teams. It was like only so many teams can make it, and now it's.
It used to be just 2 teams that got voted into the national championship.
Yeah, now
there was no tournament. It was just at the end of the year, your record was your record, and it was usually like there's like maybe like. 3 or 4 or 5 maybe undefeated teams, and they would pick the 2 top undefeated teams. So you could literally go undefeated and not given a chance to compete for the championship.
They used to go for a lot of teams like Oregon and TCU. Like when TCU and Oregon used to finally like popped up out of nowhere going undefeated. TCU and Oregon used to pop up going undefeated, and then like that used to happen to them. Oh, you didn't make it to the bowl game. Oh, Boise State.
Boise State. That's exactly who I was thinking of. Boise State would always do it. And then Hawaii, right?
Yeah, Hawaii did a couple times.
See, I know a little bit of college.
Baylor.
I pay attention a little bit. That's just like from Sports Center. I don't pretend to be a college football expert at all. So comment down below if you are a college football head and let us know what do you think and who do you think is going to be like the final 4 teams. But anything else?
But moving on to the next topic here, man. You already know what we're going to talk about, man. UFC 307, man. It was crazy. It lived up to the hype. Way better than UFC 305.
No, it wasn't.
Better than 305? One of those when Dana White came out and said,
at the Dome?
No, that's at the Sphere.
The Sphere, sorry.
The Sphere was made. That was 30. I think that was 306.
That one was amazing because it's a Sphere. But the fights, if we're just going fights for fights, I think that one had better fights than this one. I don't know. They were both kind of weak, honestly. The last 2 fights compared to what we've seen have been kind of weak as far as the fights go. I love the atmosphere of the Sphere. That was really cool to see. But I don't know. Some of these fights kind of let me down. And then the judges, I think, got like out of the last 3 fights wrong. So disappointing with the judges. I didn't see all the prelims. We did see what is it, Wonder Boy?
Yeah, we seen Wonder Boy.
We saw him lose. He was doing so well, and then he got knocked the F out.
Horrible. But hey, man, I mean, this USC event was crazy, man. Everybody came to see Alex Pereira versus Roundtree Jr. The light heavyweight championship match. I mean, and it lived up to the hypes, man. We got a video clip right here of the hype. Then we gonna come back and let you know of all the other fights and who Alex say he gonna fight next. Then you already know, man, you had
Fraud.
Juliana Pena.
Bom, Brasil, eu falei, o cinturão é nosso. Mais uma, obrigado a todos pela torcida, energia muito boa. Estou muito feliz com o que aconteceu. Mais uma defesa de título, quebrando recordes. E é isso aí, tô muito feliz. Obrigado, chama!
Chama! Oh, next fight. I forgot to add this.
Duplessis.
Exactly, next fights here. So, I mean, if you didn't know, man, right now, Alex Pereira is on a winning spree, man. This is the 3rd title fight in 176 days. He fought UFC 300, then fought UFC 303 in June. And this one was nothing like any other, man. Alex said he had a game plan. The game plan was, I'm going to rope a dope. Put out my greatest Muhammad Ali Muhammad Ali impression and basically let him tire himself out. That was his whole game plan for Roundtree, and it looks like it worked because, I mean, watching the fight, the first round, you seen only thing Alex Pereira was doing every now and then he did a calf kick, then he did like a high kick him in the head, but every time it was Roundtree just catching one like 3 or 4 hits, 7 hits sometimes, basically catching with a nice hook, which I know Alex had to feel that. And this fight just showed me that, Pereira got a chin on him because he was taking all those hits. And, I mean, even though I know that was his game plan, I know they had to hurt because, I mean, I seen a couple times he kicked and he countered. And I know it. Like, I think he almost fell on the ground one time when he caught him from behind. So
He was doing like a duck and a fadeaway. And, he caught him kind of like on the side of the head. And, I mean, it was getting dicey for a second right there because, he actually did. That I would count that as like he dropped him.
True. And so, I mean, the whole fight was crazy. I mean, to the point where I thought Alex Pereira was going to lose. But then as soon as the fourth round came, just like Pereira said, he finna tire himself out. He only had a couple more punches left. And then that's what Pereira went to work.
Roundtree, like, used all his turbo. Basically. I mean, honestly, they were fighting, in Utah?
Yeah.
So they were at elevation.
Salt Lake.
And, so if you haven't, if you don't know about that it's harder to breathe. So if you haven't trained for that, I think they both did train for that, but who knows, maybe you get into a real match and you're not ready for it. Yeah. But he just ran out of gas.
And he
had no energy to defend himself. And Pereira did more damage in one round than Roundtree had done dominating the first 3. It was a really crazy turn of events. It was like no energy, no defense, and he just got took out. He got he'd gotten a scar from sparring. He got his scar busted open on his nose. He had a cut where he got his like whole eyebrow cut. And he was bloodied. I mean, he had blood all across his chest. It wasn't pretty.
That's the dangerous part about basically sparring and doing all that stuff before main events, because when you got a fight coming on, you do too much. Like, you have to know exactly. Like, if it's like 6 months to the fight, well, like 6 months, never that long. Like, when it's like 4 or 5 months to the fight,
it's very delicate because you want to stay in shape and stay sharp, but then you also don't want to get
knocked
much
out in sparring because it happens.
Yeah, or where you can get injured in sparring, or be compromised and possibly have to call off the fight.
That's what happened to Sugar Shane. One of the fights should have been ruled a no contest, but because he hurt his rib, but he stuck through the fight. So I mean, it happens. I mean. It happens a lot in UFC, especially in boxing. Especially like when was it Ryan Garcia, when Gervonta Davis found out that they knew Ryan Garcia was hurt and like he just attacked that area.
He had hurt his rib. He had like a rib cracked in training camp, and he had a rat in his camp linked the information, and so Gervonta went straight for his rib.
Yeah,
he put him down. He made him take a knee, literally. Punched him in that broke rib.
Exactly. And so Pereira, Pereira joins the ranks of a lot of legends like Chuck Liddell, John Jones, Anderson Silva, Frank Shamrock, and all these people are people that won 3 pay-per-view fights in a full calendar year by KO or submission. So I mean, once again, they praising him. I mean, he's fought 3 fights in 1 year.
I think 2 out of those 3 fights will be crazy. I forget how to say this, dudes. To be honest, I'm not a UFC super fan, but we have been getting into it more recently, and I have been enjoying it. But it was that Ankalaev.
Yeah, Ankalaev.
Ankalaev is like a crazy dude, and so Duplessis is also like he's been really impressive in his last fights. He's been dominating.
A lot of people.
I don't know much about the Blast dude. What's his name?
Blachowdy, and a lot of people are upset that Roundtree got the fight with Pereira because he was like ranked number 7 or 8, and in the first one, Ankalaev was ranked a lot higher than him. Like, he was ranked a lot higher, and he should have got the fight, but they skipped him with the Roundtree.
But Roundtree
didn't disappoint. Who?
Roundtree is dangerous. They showed his his highlights right before the fight, and I forgot that he was like that. He really knocks people out.
Yeah,
and he was doing really well, but supposedly Alex was a little bit compromised. Some reports were saying that he was sick,
Oh yeah, he was.
So he was like kind of like had like almost like he was on antibiotics that he almost had like a flu or something like that. So, but he didn't want to call it quits. So, but it ended up working out for him.
Yeah,
he kind of got Roundtree. You know, he just paced himself and got Roundtree to wear himself out, and then he had his opportunity when he had, Roundtree had no energy for defense, and he took him down immediately.
Yep, took him down immediately. So now the question is, who is Pereira gonna fight next? Is he gonna move down in weight and fight Duplessis for the middleweight championship, or is he gonna move up in heavyweight and fight John Jones? Who you want, Duplessis or John Jones?
Fight everyone.
I mean,
all at once, cage match. 4 people death match. No, it's not a video game. But let's talk about Pennington and Pena. We saw that fight, those two girls.
That was an upset.
It was a really close fight. I'm not like I said, I'm not an expert, so I don't know about points. But from my eyes and even the judges' eyes, it looks like Pennington did enough to win, but she ended up losing. Pena won by a split decision, and that was very weird. And then we also watched Aldo, the veteran, versus Batista, and kind of same thing there. Pretty close match, back and forth, but it definitely to the eye looked like Aldo had done enough to win that fight, and he lost to a decision to Batista. So yeah, it's crazy that the last 3 fights of the night, that 2 of them end in controversy. That's not a good look for UFC. And then also with the Sphere. What was that? 306 or 305 was the Sphere?
The last one was the Sphere. 306.
306. That the Sugar Shane's match. That was like a hug fest, and a couple of the last matches were really boring. So we'll see if they ever get into something where they change the rules to try to keep it exciting, like you see many sports do, where they kind of give a little advantage to the offense instead of defensive type people.
Exactly. But comment down below, was this fight exciting? Did this UFC 307 live up to expectations? To me, I mean, it did. It wasn't no hugging in it. It wasn't a lot of fights that just ended up basically me going to sleep. But I mean, what about you? Did it live up to that? It was decent.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I would say the Pereira Roundtree fight was really good, but yeah, like I said, the last 2 out of the 3 fights, controversy, and it's kind of disappointing to see that kind of, even with the judges, or not judges, the TV personalities were saying that it was pretty easy decision that it went the other way. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, but we are gonna know what happened. Basically, what's happening right here. So it looks like here, WNBA finals is about to wrap up. It shows here that
not the finals wrap up. It's about to happen.
WNBA is finally about to wrap up. It looks like here we have the
New York Liberty have advanced. They have taken out the Las Vegas Aces.
Yes.
Their dream for a 3-peat to try to be like Kobe and Shaq and MJ and Scottie Pippen is done. They're not going to be with the greats. They got knocked off. It looks like the Liberty have gotten their revenge. It's not in the finals, but it is in the conference, or it's not really. They don't, because it's like for their playoffs, everyone plays each other.
Semifinals.
Yeah, semifinals. So that's what's going on there. And then the Connecticut forced a Game 5
against the
Minnesota Lynx. And
that's crazy.
That game is going to be happening probably around the time this podcast premieres. Who do you got for Game 5 and why? And we'll see if we're right. And comment down below what your thoughts on whoever the winner are, and if me and my co-hosts were right.
So right now, we're gonna start with the Minnesota Lynx game and the Connecticut Suns. Now this game is going. It's a lot of defense. I like it. It's real competitive. This is going 5. Everybody knows this is going to go 5 games. The last game here, Tasha Harris saved the day. She was 4 for 5 from the 3-point there, and also the team was 53% from the 3, and also they got 9 steals. So it looks like here the winner of this Game 5 is going to come down to who's going to make the most threes and who's going to cause the most turnovers, because it looks like the only one really showing up for the Lynx is Nafise Collier. what's her name? How you say her name?
Collier, I think.
Yeah, Collier. She's the only one showing up on the links right now. She's throwing up at least 25.
Yeah, she's pretty tall, right?
Yeah, she's pretty tall. She's the only one throwing up at least 25 points or more on the team. Everybody else isn't showing up. I mean, I heard a lot about the Connecticut Suns and their defense. Dejanay Carrington, she's been balling out. It looks like she's getting a confidence player. She's also the most improved player this year in WNBA, and I see it. I mean, they eliminated the Fever, got rid of Caitlin Clark. So I mean, and they got this to a game.
Game 5.
Game
was
5.
Like a game 7, yeah.
And each game was going up in points. I mean, first game was close. Each game was going up. I mean, the past game they won 92-82. So I mean, this one right here, I can see even though they're saying the Lynx have a great home winning game percentage, I'm going with the Connecticut Suns winning. Dejanay Carrington, she gonna be going. Even though they finna lose against the Liberty,
that's what I think.
Horrible.
I think the Connecticut Sun are gonna win and advance to the finals, and then they'll lose to the Liberty, and the Liberty will get that chip.
Exactly. But speaking of the Liberty, we're gonna talk about the Liberty game 4. Now, I thought this should have been over with already. Game 3, I saw it was rigged. It was the first game that Vegas had in their home, and the first game they had, because the first 2 games was in New York. So this one, I mean, once I seen Jaquilla Jones getting in foul trouble and basically the whole team getting in foul trouble, I already knew that the game was gonna be over with. That they were gonna let at least the Aces win at least one game, and don't disrespect them and get them swept. But then this game 4, it was over with. The Liberty won 76-62.
It was over early. They blew them out.
Yeah, they blew them out. I mean, right now, this is the second consecutive season where they reached the finals. Right, the Liberty have never won the championship, along with the Suns and also the Atlanta Dreams. So this one right here, I mean, this is gonna be some magic. I mean, they lost last year because of one of the players. They had some family problems. They had some family issues. One of the family members passed away. But now it's no excuses. They come in here strong. They was ranked number 1. Yeah, they was ranked number 1. They had the best offensive ranking, and they had the 3rd best defensive ranking. So, I mean, this is looking like the year. And Aces, looks like the Aces are finna break up. Ain't no 3-peat like my Kobe said. Like my co-host said, you ain't Kobe.
I'm Jacoby Jones.
Lies. Like my co-host said, I mean, ain't no Jordan for them. And Chelsea Gray, man, she just looked disgusting. 7 points.
She looked old.
7 points she scored in the last game.
It might be time to
only one showed up was Plum in Asia. Those are the only ones showed up. Everybody else didn't score in double digits.
They need to replace the surrounding cast, yeah.
And that's what they're saying. Like they're saying they not. We're gonna talk about that in a few minutes. But yeah, it looks like the Aces may be breaking up, especially with this new team that's coming in. But
ready to talk about that new team?
Comment down below who you got winning. But this new team looks like here the Golden State Valkyries are finna make their WNBA debut. Is they're saying here that this is one of the next. They have 2 more teams that's gonna be coming out. A team in Portland that will be coming out, and a team also in Canada. So this is amazing that a WNBA is growing.
Drake's gonna be sponsoring that WNBA team
facts.
like crazy.
Fact,
they're gonna get the OVO WNBA jerseys for sure, 100%.
It's 100%. This is the 13th team that the WNBA will be adding to the whole league. We have basically a video right here. We're gonna play, show y'all how the Valkyrie lineup gonna be, or not lineup gonna be, how the front office is gonna be, and how this all came to fruition. Big word.
And I'm very pleased to announce that the WNBA is coming to the Bay Area.
It's so incredible to be here today with all of you, and there are many elements that can go into building a masterpiece.
The Bay's new franchise, the Golden State Valkyries!
So they were
The
like kind of
WNBA expansion draft is giving Hunger Games. So the 12 active WNBA teams can only save 6 players. They are referred to as protected players. That means Golden State cannot poach them in this upcoming expansion draft. But for everyone else, y'all are up for grabs, I fear. Golden State can only choose 1 player from the remaining 12 teams to come play for their team. They are referred to available expansion draft players. And they don't have to draft a player if they don't want to. So the draft is on December 6th. That means anytime from when the roster list drops leading up into the draft, Golden State will be able to trade players to other teams. And y'all think unrestricted agents are safe? No, ma'am. Golden State can choose 1 unrestricted agent. Only if a player has not already played a core player contract for 2 or more seasons.
Exactly. So how does it work? Each current WNBA team can protect up to 6 players from being selected. The Golden State Valkyrie will select from a designated pool of available players for each of the 12 teams. The Golden State Valkyrie may make pre-expansion draft trades, including deals to pick specific players and trade them for different teams. The Valkyrie may only select 1 player set to become a 2024 unrestricted free agent. And I mean, that could be anybody. I mean, there's rumors that it may be Erica Wheeler or DeJounte Carrington or Plum.
They're gonna keep her as a top 6.
Carrington, you think DeJounte?
Yep.
I mean, she was most improved, so I can see them keeping her.
She's gonna be.
But I mean, like players like Erica Wheeler. I mean, like with her, like she was like the star on her team.
They're gonna be some good. They're gonna get some good players. But
True.
They're not gonna get a star player because it's like everyone's keeping their top 6.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the star players like Brittany Griner or Dewana Bonner or Tina Charles. Not getting Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, some Cameron Brings. Rika Jackson, you're not getting any of those players unless you trade. I mean, they can basically pick players from other teams and then make a deal and trade people. But I don't see them getting Caitlin Clark, and they're saying like,
no, there's no way.
And true, and they're saying like with the new CBA deal that should be coming in soon, that a lot of the free agents they will sign won't be signing more than a 1-2 year deal because they want to make sure they get their new money. And I mean,
there's going to be a new CBA,
which is great.
So they can hopefully get more money because they've been doing better as far as views and attendance. Facts. So we'll see if that leads to more money for the players, hopefully, and that'll be great. So a lot of players are kind of doing the LeBron game. They want 1 or 2 year deals because they really want a better deal. So we'll see how that works out. And who knows, the Valkyries may be able to get a free agent that's a really good player and rent them for a year or 2 because they know that they're going to do the big contract. And who knows, they might like it there. And then maybe they get a chance to keep them.
True. I mean, who doesn't want to get the max contract deal and have the keys to the whole team?
It would be crazy if Diana Taurasi's like, I want to start a new team.
But she's retiring, so you mean she's not retired and go? I mean,
she should fake retiring and then join the Valkyries.
I mean, she can always go. There and be like,
sit out a season and then join them next year once they get all the good players.
Be like the Udonis Haslem of the team. Be like the old head of like Marquise Morris. Mm-hmm. Give him a veteran.
You the Udonis Haslem of this podcast.
Disrespectful. I should slap you. Disrespectful, but I mean,
abuse.
So with the draft coming up, a lot of people were saying like just like the expansion team Atlanta Dream back in 2008, they had the 5th draft pick. There's a legend that the Valkyrie may have also the 5th draft pick this year, and I mean there's a lot of people coming out like Paige is coming out. So
they might get their star in the draft.
They may get this. They may get their star in the draft. I mean,
everyone else.
You never know how it's gonna go. I love how the WNBA is expanding and growing. And if the NBA had 2 more teams, I wonder what we need to
be like Seattle and try to get our team back.
We definitely, because back where we are, we used to have the Las Vegas Aces, but
They used to be the Silver Stars.
They used to be the Silver Stars here, but I mean, I guess people wasn't showing up. My co-host wasn't showing up to the games.
It wasn't popping.
Exactly, but y'all comment down.
Now they hot, so we all up on them.
Y'all comment down below. Who are some players you think that the Golden State Valkyrie may pick up? Will it be Kelsey? Will it be Plum? Will it be Plum? Will it be DeJounte? Even though my coach say no. Will it be Erica? I mean, a lot of people saying Erica Wheeler. I mean, because she did get a team taken away from her.
What about Erica Badu?
What was the girl?
I'm just kidding.
The girl you said, Shel, what's her name? So what S?
Yeah. I forget how to say.
I forget her name. It's okay. I forget her name, how to say it. But once again, shout out to the WNBA for getting for the new viewership.
Oh, Sabali from the Dallas Wings. She could possibly be gotten on the free agent if they don't give her like a max 1 year deal. So we'll see.
We'll see, but
we'll update you with WNBA news as it comes out. We'll definitely update you once the expansion draft happens.
Facts.
And then, of course, once the draft happens, that'll be a whole nother thing, which will be cool. So we'll keep you updated. But speaking of updated, we need to talk about the NBA. Great things are happening.
What's happening?
LeBron is finally playing with Brandi Jr., so they're Bron squared.
No, well, not Bron. Bron squared?
They're Bron squared.
You've been waiting to say it for the longest.
But it's really neat. Bronny's played a couple of games. He finally, LeBron didn't play the first game, but he played, the second game with him? They shared some time on the court. So I bet that's a dream. And, LeBron's, living his dream. He's accomplished all his goals, and now he gets to accomplish the ultimate goal and be like, I'm literally playing with my son.
Exactly. So like my coach just said, LeBron James is entering his 22nd season. Right now they was in California this past Sunday, playing at the Palm Springs, California, where they played the Suns. Unfortunately they lost 118 or 114. I mean, it was a pretty good game. I mean, Bronny James, we got the highlights right here. We're gonna show you the highlights. We're gonna come back, let you know some other interesting facts that Bronny James has told by his new coach, JJ
Oh, we're
Redick.
staying right here. LeBlock.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Here he comes down. L'assist.
Exactly. To Hachimura.
Buckets.
They'll play so this game right here, they'll play in the Minnesota.
T-Wolves.
T-Wolves. This was the first game. They lost this game. Then the next game.
LeBlocked again.
So LeBron James was showing a lot of blocking. I mean, this game he only scored, I think, 2 points.
Who, Bronny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he scored one game. He had 0 points, right?
Yeah, the second game against the Suns, he had 0 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steals, 4 turnovers, 3 fouls, and 16 in 13 minutes.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I believe Bronny will play most of his year in the G League.
With the South Bay Lakers.
South Bay Lakers. Alex Caruso played there a lot before he got run in the league.
And he's balling now.
And get big contracts now. So we'll see what Bronny does. It'll be good because he missed a lot with his heart condition. He missed most of his year at USC. So now he'll be able to play a lot, get into shape, work on his craft. And who knows, there might be an injury or two, and he might need to get called up and play.
True.
And who knows, they might call him up back and forth just depending on what the roster needs.
True, and JJ Redick has been telling him that he needs to all he needs to focus on is being a defensive pass, and then everything
he
has
is
to
pretty
come.
good at defense.
He is great at defense. You see him with the blocks, and also I mean he did make a couple threes I seen, but they got called back because of offensive.
I think once his nerves settle, he'll be fine. It feels like he's still playing a little bit nervous. It's a lot of pressure. Your dad is arguably a top 2 player of all time.
Number 1.
To none. We're talking about Michael Jordan is the GOAT. But LeBron, there's no shame in being the second best player of all time in the sport. And, your dad's one of the GOATs when it comes to basketball. And so, that is a whole lot of pressure. Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan, had decent in college, but I don't even know if he even tried to make the pros. He was like, I'm just going to collect Jordans and hang out.
I mean, his dad gave him a job. So, I mean, his dad gave him a job, but hopefully.
Oh, yeah, he has the special edition Jordan shop.
True.
What did you remember what it's called?
Who? I forgot the name.
Yeah, because he gets his own. He gets like 2 colorways a year where they do like it's not like Jordan House. Oh my God, I can't remember. But yeah, shout out Marcus Jordan for his limited edition J's.
But hopefully Bronny turns out at least on Gary Payton Jr.'s level, because I mean he's decent on deep. Did he win the title with Gary Payton Jr.? Did he end up winning the title? With Golden State?
Yeah, I think Gary Payton Jr. did.
So I mean he
didn't get to play with his dad.
He didn't get to play with his dad. I mean, LeBron James only did that, but I mean he's amazing on defense. He can dunk. I mean, he's reliable. I mean, I would say he's a notch above Patrick Beverly.
Who, Brandi?
No, Gary Payton Jr.
Yeah, I would say he's better than Pat Bev. He's more athletic.
I mean, that's what.
Yeah, because Gary Payton Jr. like he can catch alley oops. He's an alley oop threat, and he can explode to the rim. He's a 3-point streaky shooter, but his defense is always like he's like would be rated like a 90-92 perimeter defense in 2K.
Mm-hmm.
Always you can't just like idle dribble in front of him. He will steal the ball.
Definitely. And then the next game the Lakers will be playing is against the Bucks on this coming Thursday. We definitely will be keeping an eye on that. I mean, hopefully, Brandi, he dropped 50. Anyway,
We'll see.
I'm joking.
We'll see. I'm playing a season mode, and I'm controlling the Lakers, but I haven't been playing their games. I've just been like setting their lineups and who plays. And I went in because you can edit player stats, and I made Brandi like a 78.
Oh, was he
so
starting?
he's like, no, he's a backup point guard.
Okay.
So, and he's doing pretty good.
Okay.
So I boosted his stats a little bit. I gave him some help.
Exactly.
But hopefully he does good. We'll see.
Hopefully we'll see. We definitely will be keeping an eye on Brandi throughout this whole season. Y'all comment down below. What are you going to do this season? How many points he going to average? Is he going to play any NBA games?
How many points will he average in the G League would be a better question. Because I think in the NBA he'll probably average like 2 or 3 points because he's probably only going to play a handful of games. But in the G League, getting consistent minutes, what do you think he averages? Like 8, 10, 12, 15, 20? What are you thinking in the G League?
12, 15. 12 to 18.
I'm going to say he's going to average like 14 points, like 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Okay, that sounds good. That's decent.
And then he'll come in the game, and he'll like score 5 points a game.
But speaking of scoring, man, we just scored.
New music.
Exactly. So you already know, man, that's Goku right there. Screaming to the heavens.
It's GT Goku.
Exactly. I hated GT. Go at the beginning of the GT. It was so trash.
It was trash. But yeah, let's check out new music. We got music mix number
Fat
5
Boy
with Fat Trell, Bury Me, and Neiman's.
Ooh.
So basically designer. So yeah, Fat Trell's back. Check out that playlist. 135 videos of turn up party music. Check it out right there. We got new music hitting your eardrums. This dropped just recently on the 4th. And we got Tory Lanez that had a mixtape. Lil Durk dropped a song. T Grizzly dropped an album. Oh, that was almost my album pick of the week. A whole bunch of other people. KSI and Trippie Redd dropped a song by Ransom.
KSI, wow, that's crazy.
Snitchy dropped a song. Big 30, 03 Greedo.
Rich Homie Quan dropped 03
Rich Homie, baby.
RP. Rich Homie, who else? I mean, a couple. A Trap Dickie dropped. Rico Ray, Tory Lanez.
G Perkio, your favorite.
G Perico from California. He dropped, but
it's G Perkio.
Oh Lord. But I mean, that's all the albums that dropped this week. But you already know who I had to pick, man. I had to go with that. Go Yayo just dropped his tape. Yeah, make sure y'all check it out. You already know he just got out of the feds. So, he need the views. Also,
he need the views.
He definitely need the views. He want to fight Sauce Walker, but Sauce Walker don't want to fight him because he ain't trying to give him no clout. I don't blame him.
Will fight in the streets or fight boxing, celebrity boxing?
I mean, they say either way. They don't even care.
They should do celebrity boxing and have all the proceeds go to St. Jude's.
I mean, that'd be
do it for the children's.
Not do it for the children. I mean, but yeah, his songs is not yet put on Spotify, but it definitely is on Apple Music. It is 15 tracks, straight bangers.
Oh, it's not on Spotify?
It's not on Spotify yet. 15 tracks.
Because y'all are lame. Comment down below if you're a lamesican and you rock with Spotify.
Hard, but right now I think he's doing a lot of popping up on tour with Soulja Boy a lot, or he's just always posting up on Soulja Boy videos. He is real close to Big Draco. But moving on to my co-host pick.
Soulja. We got Gino Marley. Shout out Gino Marley. Holding it down. The only guy rapping for Savage Squad Records. He has, reminiscent of Fredo Santana's albums, Fredo Krueger.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny there.
We got we got Nightmare on Front Street. We got 9 songs. It's pretty decent, man. But of course, I miss the old stuff. It doesn't hit the same without Fredo. I used to love when Gino and Fredo would do all kinds of songs. You have Gino, Fredo, and Baby CO or Baby CEO But unfortunately, Fredo passed away to a medical condition, and then babyCio, I think, unfortunately was shot and passed away. And so it's really Gino Marley is the only one left. You could still buy Savage Squad merch. I think it goes to his support his kid, Legend, his son Legend. So you could still support Savage Squad Records. But Gino Marley, man, he needs to get some artists. We need to help him out and get him some artists so that way Savage Squad could fully come back.
Exactly, man. I definitely got to listen to this Nightmare on Front Street. It's a hard tape, but you already know what time it is, man. It's time to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
So go ahead.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Facts.
Click the like button. Click the notification bell. Leave a comment. Follow us on Twitter. Papa O'Block, Felix Supreme.
305.
Check out the QR codes, baby. We got a QR code for TikTok, QR code for Instagram, QR code for our other Instagram, for Crib Reactions, and for this channel, Tales from the Crib, so you can stay up to date with us on social medias. But that's pretty much the show, co-host. Hold on. We need some outro music. Where is my outro music?
They hating on us, but you already know what it is, man. This is
the end of the show. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. Another messy week. A lot of drama. A lot of mess, man. DDG, you need to get your act together. Finesse 2 times. How you name Finesse, but you stay getting finesse? Brandi,
always getting finesse. Exactly. He should change his name to Always Finesse.
Exactly. And Brandi James, you gotta think Michael Jordan is better than your dad. So,
Brandi James already knows Michael Jordan's better. He wore J's to LeBron's 40K point ceremony, so he knows what's up. But thanks for tuning in. Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Felix Supreme 305. Sorry if the audio messed up a little bit earlier, but we try our best. But check out everything we do: podcast, clip channel, gaming channel, reaction channel. Check out all of our socials. We will see you next week.